My bros and bros all aboard the Frisco Report train. We're in full effect. Mike, what's up, bro?
Dude, what is up? Joe Rod, baby. Football is here. All the work, Joe, from our draft videos to our off season to our training camp up until now, Joe. This is the fourth year of the Frisco Report, Joe. And we're ready to kick this fourth year off with a banger, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. We're gonna cover all possibilities. We're gonna look at the bad. We're gonna look at the good. We're gonna look at how we can whoop that ass and what and the other side of the coin. You know, we gotta be realistic about these games. Mike, first of all, the news of the day, the biggest concern right now, Tyler Smith. What the fuck is going on?
Hamstring yesterday, pulled up. They think it's minor. Jerry Jones got on 105.3 The Fan, put his PhD doctrine, all right, to use and said, Tyler Smith, guys, it's a hamstring, but by golly, he's going to play Sunday night. That's from the Dr. Jerry Jones, all right? Prescription bullshit. We're talking about a hamstring here, all right, Joe? We're not talking about anything else but hamstrings, all right? And Cowboys and hamstrings, when it's a hamstring, it's the whole string is going ham, all right? So,
Yeah.
not good, Joe. Not good. I'll be shocked if he plays Sunday.
It's smoke and mirrors time, baby. It's smoke and mirrors time. Can the Cowboys ever start a season with the full offensive starting lineup? That shit pisses me off. So the thing about it, Mike, and we're talking about this now. Let's get to this because this is a good conversation. Interested to see what the chat says here. So being realistic about this, you know, obviously they're not going to say their plans, but most likely, Mike, is it going to be Tyler Smith? I think they're gonna let him recover, man. Or are they gonna push him out there and let him wreck it even worse? What do you think is gonna happen here?
No, Cowboys Mosh right here in my comment section said it best. Put in Awesome Richards and cross our fingers, Joe, because you don't want that hamstring to pull even more. I pulled my hamstring stretching, Joe, and it felt like my hamstring was a rubber band. We don't want that with Tyler Smith. I mean, till this day, it feels like a rubber band when I stretch, right? We don't want that with Tyler Smith. We want him healed. Mike Mosh hits it right on the head right here with Awesome Richards. Put him in. Let's get a look at our rookie. You're going to have to eventually, rather sooner than later, let your number one LG heal up, Joe.
Yeah, man. At my age, getting out of the shower, I pull a hamstring. So, I mean, I can just imagine what the pain is. You know, supposedly it's minor, but you know, to get an MRI, there's concern there. All right. So, uh, and to heal as quick as he wants it to. I know he's a young man, but I mean, you're talking about smashing your body up against Dexter Lawrence and some of these other big, powerful D linemen that the Giants possess. Right. So I'm with you, Mike, and Cowboys Monch mentioned it here. Let it be Awesome Richards time because I do not want to see TJ Maxx in there, aka TJ Bass. I don't want to see
Not
it,
the
bro.
left side. You can't see Bass to the left side because he didn't train there. You got Chuma. He was at the left guard position too. So
Yeah,
you got Awesome Richards. You got Chuma. You got some options. It's not
no,
what we want, but
yeah,
this is the depth that is served at the offensive line level in the National Football League. It's almost like quarterbacks. Everybody wants good depth there, but it's really hard to get.
yeah. I mean, they're just not going to say right now. They're going to hold the cards to their chest. I mean, they did it with Tyron Smith, right? Like, oh, whoa, we don't know
Yeah.
if we know. And then the game starts. He's out there in his
Oh yeah.
uniform, but he wasn't going to play. So Tyler Smith will probably be in uniform, but he ain't going to play, man. I mean, it's going to be. I'm hoping Awesome Richards, Mike, and you said Chuma. Obviously, he'll give you that depth on game day. Um, and you're right. And TJ Bass more for the right side, but developmental still. You know, I'm glad he
Yeah.
made the team. I think there's potential there, but not this early in the season, baby. I don't want to see that right now, man. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. I mean, this is week one, man, and we'll talk numbers here in a minute. But you got to go out there and you got to win that first game.
You gotta win it,
especially against a division opponent.
And let's get this out the way. Oh, it's early. The little pussies. Oh, it's early. If we lose, it's early. Calm down. Get out of here. We want to win, and we want to win the damn conference and the whole thing, bro. We ain't talking about taking nails and relaxing here, bro. We ain't, bro. Not in this channel, not in this podcast, bro. We ain't about that pussy mindset, bro. We're not. No. You got to win. And Mike, I want to win decisively because they're going to bring their A game. We got to match that intent. I want them to match our intent. I want us to be the guys that set the tone, Mike. You know what I mean?
No, that's right. We're on their home turf. Season opener, Sunday Night Football. Who's going to be more physical, Joe? Is this defense talk to talk? Is this defense walk to walk? Can they set that physical tone? Can the offense be aggressive? I don't want to see circus catches. I want to see fluid offense. I don't want any drop balls. I don't want any turnovers. That's how you set tempo on offense and let the defense, let them pads talk.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Now I'm getting pumped for it already, man. We're talking about Sunday Night Football, Cowboys, Giants. You know, it's going to break all kinds of records. And hopefully we jettison the guys that couldn't hold on to the ball. I mean, for Hoko, the writing was on the wall. This dude was causing interceptions right out the gate. Out of here. Dak can't trust that guy, man. And he's not going to throw it to you if you're going to make him look bad. So these guys really got to step up. Now, I think they will, bro. I really think they will. But I want to set the tone. I want to see Dak being surgical. Opening drive. Let's go, man. Let's score a touchdown. You know.
No, and contracts are at stake here. Dak's going to have to be surgical, Joe. Dak's going to have to take command of this offense. One thing that we did in the preseason, Joe, was we let Dak call plays. Dak's going to be able to get a feel. Dak's going to be able to audible. Dak's going to be able to do his own checkdowns, his own hot routes. We're going to see a Dak Prescott audible so much. We're going to be very new to it. We're not just going to kill. We're not just going to hear that. All right, we're going to hear Hendershot, you stay, CeeDee Lamb with some signals, right? We're going to see a Tony Romo-esque Dak Prescott in hot routing, and that's something that when you allowed him to call plays, that allows him to get that feel and call those audibles, call those plays on the run with dummy calls and get all that done, Joe. So we're going to see a different Dak Prescott, and I'm hoping Dak Prescott can really thread the needle here and get some good balls thrown.
Yeah, man, you hit it right on the head. I think right here where Dak Prescott is in his career, it's where Tony Romo was in his career. Similar trajectory, similar progression, where full control of the offense now. You know, it's Dak Prescott time. There, you know, like you said, he called the plays for Will Grier, and it was magnificent. So if he has that mindset, that mentality, that cognitive ability, I mean, this could be the year, man. But we can't see sloppy play. We can't start out behind the 8 ball with the freaking interceptions and that kind of shit. You know, this has to be the season where you continue to see the progression. Where okay, you're gonna take us serious now, man. Forget about the Eagles, forget about the Giants. This is gonna be Cowboys time. So that's what we need to do. We need to set the tone. You know, and it's going to be a physical game. You know, the Giants will show up, Mike. Let's talk about outside the offensive line that we just talked about here with Tyler Smith probably not going to play, to be real, with Austin Richards. How does this affect the running game, in your opinion, if that happens there?
I think it will affect it a little bit. I think it will affect Tyron Smith more than it will affect anything because Tyron Smith is going to overcompensate, Joe. All right? Because Tyron Smith has to be able to trust what's beside him. And if he don't, Tyron Smith's going to overcompensate and the back's going to go pop. And we don't need that. We can't have our whole left side demolished and we haven't completed the first week yet. I need Tyron Smith to trust what's beside him, and that's executing the running game. Because if Pollard, Deuce Vaughn, Rico Dowdle, if these guys are getting 5, 7, 8 yards a clip, Tyron Smith's going to feel a lot more comfortable with what's beside him. But if we're stalling out, one-arm tackles, yada, 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 Tyron Smith might not be – because he's a veteran. He knows what's fluent and what's not fluent, all right? And I don't need him to overcompensate for the lack of Tyler Smith not being there.
Yeah, no, you hit it right on the head, bro. That's what it is. This whole offensive line is a trust. Every link, you're only as good as your weak link, but you got to believe in that weak link. Whether it's Awesome Richards or Chuma or whomever. So we're kind of predicting, right? Nobody has said this officially, but just based on the Cowboys and how this has happened in the last couple of seasons, right, with our offensive linemen missing opening games. That's why we're talking about it like in this type of scenario. So I'm with you though. His hands will be full. Kayvon Thibodeau, pretty damn good, man. Pretty damn good. I'm not putting him up there with a Michael Parsons by any means, but he can get after it. He's got speed, as you know. That's one thing that Tyron does struggle with is the speed rushing kind of guy. That will flip, Kayvon Thibodeau on the left and right side. So it's going to keep the Cowboys offensive line on their feet. It's going to be a chess match. But I'll tell you what, man. I feel a lot better with Mike McCarthy playing on that chessboard against their defensive coordinator than I would Kellen Moore. You know what I mean?
No, I think this is going to open up Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott, right, for taking charge on this offense. Dak Prescott, we seen. I mean, later Tony Romo's later years, we seen Tony Romo literally he was in the Giants defensive huddle. I mean, he was just here, there. 2015, what was it? Week 1. All right, Joseph Randall fumbled the snap, threw it to Jason Witten, touchdown. It was like Tony Romo was in that defensive huddle and knew what they were calling. Dak Prescott is there too when it comes to division leader. He's 27 and 9 or something against the NFC East. He knows these guys. Now he has an offensive line or offensive mind like Mike McCarthy. He can come in here and get that mind and not worry about a hindering no scheme Kellen Moore. Mike McCarthy's going to scheme. And there's Simon Says right there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's hope they're playing chess and not Connect 4. And that's what it is.
That's exactly what it is, man. And that's why they gave the keys to Mike McCarthy. You know what I mean? They're just saying, hey, man, enough of this Mickey Mouse shit. Here are the keys. Let's get over the hump, man. You know what I mean? There is nothing acceptable but a conference championship at the minimum. You know what I mean? I don't want to see barely squeaking in. You know what I mean? It is conference championship, Super Bowl, or bust, pretty much, man. I mean, it's time, dude. This team is pretty stacked, Mike. I mean, this defense under Dan Quinn, I mean, how hard is it going to be for those guys to do anything against our defense, Mike?
Dan, you look at the additions that we got in with Mozzie Smith, all the preseason work, fantastic. But Mozzie Smith going against a guy like Saquon Barkley, that's going to be good for Mozzie Smith, all right? You look at the addition of Gilmore, that's going to be good for their speedy wide receivers. J-Ron Curse, Donovan Wilson might be in the bunch too, but you're moving Marquise Bell down in the box. So Dan Quinn in this defense against Daniel Jones. Let's not forget who the quarterback is here. All right. The quarterback is Danny Nichols. People call him Danny Dimes, but I have not seen him throw a dime at all. All right. He throws nickels. Daniel pennies. Daniel Great Value. All right. Jones. Daniel Great Value Jones. All right. Dollar Saver. Daniel Jones. That's who the quarterback is. This defense should be able to feast on a guy like Dollar Saver Jones.
It's going to be fun, bro, because we know Daniel Jones likes to run the ball, right? So we need to make him pay, bro. Remember when Jabril, the former Steelcocks, popped him out? I want to see something like that. Now, obviously, he's no longer with the team, but we have guys of similar stature, even better. I mean, think about J-Ron Curse just rolling up on Daniel Jones, just popping that dude, bro. I mean, imagine – Damone Clark sideline to sideline, just right there, boom, bro. I hope this guy tries to run on us because I really do feel really good about our run defense, man. I think it's a lot better even versus last year, Mike. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're going to see veteran experience. I think Gilmore is going to go ahead and make those tackles. I don't think you're going to see veteran business decisions with Gilmore. I think Gilmore's going to go make those tackles. Trayvon Diggs is now paid, so we should not see business decisions tackles with Trayvon Diggs. We should be setting that edge with Tank Lawrence. All right, Sam Williams, he has turf toe. I don't know if he'll play or not, but you got Dante Fowler. These guys go set the tone, outside containment. Don't let Daniel Jones or Saquon Barkley get on the edge, and if they do, make them pay.
Yeah, yeah, good point about Sam Williams. I'm not sure what his availability is, but you make a good point because he plays the run really well. He's a very good tackler, man. Once he gets you, you're going down to the ground. So that'll be missed if he doesn't make the game, if he's not able to play. But if he does play, I mean that makes the defense that much better. Mozzie Smith. They're going to bring him along, so there'll be the rotation there, Mike. He won't be playing like a full 4 quarters, like a crazy amount of snaps. But the key is him gobbling up the blocks and letting other guys feast, right? And I think that's where the fans, especially in the preseason, got it twisted. I think they were looking for an Aaron Donald 3-tech sack kind of guy, which is not Mozzie Smith's game. His purpose is to gobble up the space, a space eater, right? So gobble up the space, like let Damone Clark, let LVE and Micah and all of our guys just go to work, man. Just go to work. So I'm pumped about the defense, bro. Like I really want to see these guys just maul the hell out of the Giants, Mike.
No, I scroll through Twitter, and I see Giant fans hyping up Daniel Dollar Saver, and I just look at Daniel Dollar Saver, and I'm like, there's no way this guy can beat us. There's no way this guy's better than Dak. There's no way Dak can lose to this guy. There's just not. I don't see it, Joe. I don't see a fight in him. I see a fight in us. I see a fight in this defense. I see Dak Prescott wanting to prove something here, right? These guys shouldn't score no more than 10 points on us.
It should be a total mauling here. I mean, the defense, if they're going to be what I think they're going to be, they should hold these guys to 10 to 13 points. All right. Now, that being said, the offense has to come through, Mike. The answers, the questions to any fans' remaining questions will be answered in this game. Is Gallup fully recovered? Is Tony Pollard fully recovered? Is the burst still there? We didn't see these guys play in the preseason.
Right.
We saw hype videos. We saw flashes in training camp, but we're talking the pads are on now. How are they going to utilize Deuce Vaughn? Does Deuce Vaughn actually get snaps? I think he has to. Deuce Vaughn, Rico Dowdle, your fullback.
Ooh. Well, hold on, Joe. You can only have 46 active guys.
We're going to cheat. We're going to do what Bill Belichick. No, I'm playing.
Who would you pick? Would you pick your fullback or would you pick Deuce Vaughn? I mean, one of them's going to be inactive. Who do you think's going to be inactive?
Somebody will be inactive. Who will it be? That's a good point. That was a very good point there. Who will be the deactivation?
If it was me, I'm making Deuce Vaughn inactive. I'm sorry.
I mean, with the injury to the offensive line, you're gonna need the blockers. So I think in this game, you probably will see that unless they deactivate somebody else. Maybe they go really short at tight end, which I don't think they're going to do that.
No, so they would carry all three.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think you're right, and I think it would be, a Deuce that would get the deactivation because you're going to need that fullback. All blockers on deck if Tyler Smith in fact isn't playing in this game because you and I talk about this all the time. Dak needs that comfort in the pocket, or here come the happy feet. And here come the interceptions, and here the fuck we go. So we can't have that, man. We got to have stability. We got to have people blocking it. We got to be playing an A game here, Mike.
No, I think you're right. You hit it right on the money with why Deuce Vaughn would be deactivated. But I mean, can Rico Dowdle be your 3rd-and-1 guy. Like Zeke was notorious for 3rd-and-1, right? Goal line situation. That was Zeke's job.
Yeah.
Can Dowdle replace that production? That's what we're going to find out here week 1.
Interesting comment here too. Talking about this, who could it be type of scenario, right? Dave Smith. I would not activate Donald. So if you do that, then Lukey becomes your short yardage guy, who definitely can do it. I think it's going to come down who's your better pass blocker, Mike. Is it Rico Dowdle or is it Luke?
I think Dowdle has the experience, so I would trust Dowdle over Luke. We've seen we've seen rookie mistakes, Joe, with our veterans. In as long as we've been fans, do we trust Luke versus Dowdle to miss a blitzing linebacker and Dak has a broken collarbone, right? So you have to put your veterans there. Trust your veterans over your rookies. You just have to.
Very good point there. Very good point indeed. So those will be some of the other questions that will be answered. What other questions will be answered in this game, Mike? Jalen Tolbert, all right? He showed up in the preseason. Now another level of intensity with another brighter lights now. What is his effect gonna be in this game? Is he gonna make plays or is he gonna what's your thought on what Jalen Tolbert might do in this game?
You want Jalen Tolbert to step up. It's now or never for Jalen Tolbert. We literally gave this guy a whole year off, and we forgave him for being a part of us choking to the Green Bay Packers last year. The offside call was just BS. So Jalen Tolbert can come in here, fresh start, come get it. All right, start now or forever. Hold your peace.
Yeah, bro. So Gallimore instructors deal. I haven't seen this, and this just came down the wire. But I mean, I wouldn't mind it. If you're structuring a deal, hopefully you're moving him for somebody else because Gallimore just didn't do shit for me, man. I don't know why he made a team over Bohanna. I would have kept Bohanna over him.
Yeah, I don't know how Bohanna's not on this team.
Yes, it's interesting indeed there. We'll see what happens there. Usually, those are little hints of something, because restructuring a player who really has not much impact. I mean, it's kind of weird. So we'll see what's up there, Mike. Defensively, what remaining questions will be answered in this game? One for me, Mike, is going to be Micah Parsons, bro. I think his level of play is just going to be like, I think he's going to elevate the team, bro. I think if this team needs a spark or a stop, Micah Parsons is going to be that guy to make that impact play, bro. And I'm looking for a big game from him. A big game from him. I want to see a big game from Micah Parsons here. Year 3, already being talked about amongst the best of the best already, elite player. Mike, what do you want to see from Micah Parsons in this big conference game?
I want to see year 3 Micah Parsons, Joe. I want, like you said, take over the game. Be the showstopper. Be the DeMarcus Ware, all right? The elite of elite, the clutch of clutch, all right? That's what I need from Micah Parsons. I don't need inconsistent Micah Parsons, the same move Micah Parsons, the playing one side Micah Parsons. I need Micah Parsons everywhere. Be aggressive, be the lion, and we expect that, right? Micah Parsons expects that. He packed on about 15 pounds of weight here to do that. He was been working on his hands, boxing. He got Mozzie Smith into doing that. So all his work that we've seen, we're going to see if that's going to pay off and see if that can elevate his game.
Here we go. I like this one right here. I love it. Brogan and Canterbury Renaissance. I want the refs to give 11 the holding calls they aren't calling. It's true, bro. It's true. And now we are playing in New York. Goodell and the henchmen. They'll be in full effect. They'll be working the replay booth. Those little fucking cocksuckers up there. So yeah, man. Is it going to happen? Wait, is the game in New York? I forgot. Are we playing up there or is it in?
Yeah, it's MetLife.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Goodell the henchman, he's got the phone ready, like reverse the call. Fuck you. Yeah, dude, I can't stand Goodell and the New York Giants. And then Mara. He's got a tattletale on the Redskins and the Cowboys. I'll never forget that shit, bro. The Giants, I want to whoop their fucking ass, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
remember that?
No, oh yeah, dude, I remember that. But you know, one one opener Sunday Night Football against these sorry ass Giants that I remember was what 2012. Jason Witten had a lacerated spleen against the Raiders in a preseason game. The Giants were all hot coming off their Super Bowl win. They got the word that Jason Witten was going to play, and Kevin Ogletree went the fuck off. You remember
Yeah.
that? And we just shut those little pussies up, and they haven't been anywhere since.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is, man. And you need little plays like that, right? Like, could Tolbert be that Ogletree, that little spark, that guy who was like, man, this guy, we know about him, but the Giants, and the fans, they probably don't know anything about him. They'll be like, who the hell's this guy? But if you can get that kind of production out of Tolbert here out the gate, I mean, the season is going to be beautiful, bro. So,
yeah. But Tolbert is a big piece to it. Let's talk about this offense. We talked about Micah Parsons and being that big difference maker.
yeah.
Offense, Joe. Simon Seth said it already. He wants offensive speed.
Yeah.
And we Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy, these guys have already talked about how much speed we have. Joe, do you see this? We see the speed on paper. Can we see that speed on Sunday night?
I think we're going to see the speed on Sunday night. And what I also, we're talking about the speed of the team that's increased over the last couple of seasons. Mike McCarthy's done a good job of bringing speed here. And Dan Quinn has also done a really good job scouting these big defenders, closing the window in the passing game. You got these guys with the long arms, the agility, the speed to close the passing windows are very small for these quarterbacks. So I think we're going to see it in full effect here. And I also want to see it in the play calling. Let's do some up tempo. Let's keep the defense on their heels. Let's tire these guys out because they're big, man. The Giants have big defensive linemen. With that the big guys. These are the guys that tend to tire out when it's clutch time in the fourth quarter, and these big guys are tired. That's when you're gonna, make that final push and close it out, man. So, yeah, I think we're gonna see it in full effect, Mike. I really do.
I can't wait.
I cannot wait, bro. Okay. We're gonna find out also about the kicking game. All right. The kicker, bro. The kicker. Why are we talking about? You cannot go into this game without coming away with points. You know what I mean? So if you're having a good drive, okay, maybe it stalls at the 15, you got to kick a field goal. This guy better hit the short field goals, dude, or they're going to burn this dude's house or apartment down when they get back to Dallas.
As Cowboy fans, ever since Dan Bailey left, we haven't been very comfortable. Like, they moved the extra point back, right? And ever since then, dude, for us Cowboy fans, it's been miserable. Like, you're not supposed to cringe as much as we cringe when we're supposed to kick an extra point. We're not supposed to do that. Hell, even if you're supposed to go for an 18-yard field goal. Us Cowboy fans, dude, we almost have heart attacks. We can't look. We got to do things. We got to do our superstitious crap, right? Just for them to make the kick. And 9 times out of 10, it don't work because they don't ever make the kick. We just seen a field goal kicker not make a field goal since week 17, Joe. Week 18, Joe. He made 1 field goal in 3 weeks. That's not good. That's what we're coming off of.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's kind of scary, but he's gonna have to make these kicks.
But this is a whole different kicker. All right, I know that, guys. This is a whole different kicker. He wasn't perfect in training camp. He wasn't perfect in preseason. But I need him to be perfect now.
Let's talk about this, dude. Troy Dudley, I like this. 2 players I don't worry about, me and the dog, Micah and Cooks. We talked about Micah, Mike, but Brandon Cooks, right? They're gonna have a hard time stopping that speed right there. I mean, this guy can get you in the slot. He can get you on the outside. I mean, I'm ready to see Cooks cook that rookie cornerback, bro. No, I'm gonna
No,
say CD. I mean, CD Lamb, Cooks. I mean, let's
yeah,
cook these guys, bro. Let's burn that secondary down to the ground, bro.
no, and they have they definitely have the opportunity to do that. And what Cooks brings to this offense is like, I mean, they played Michael Gallup in the slot this year, Cooks, Lamb, all these guys. So you don't know where these guys are going to line up, right? So you can't double team everybody, Joe. You just can't. And there's a tight end too. Don't forget about Jake Ferguson. All right. Don't forget about Jake Ferguson. What Cooks? Cooks.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned, yeah, it says he's going to have 1,000 yards plus. All right. But Cooks being here opens up 1,000 yards for him, and it opens up 1,000 yards for a whole lot of other players because, Joe, you can't double team everybody.
Man, bro, you got my adrenaline when you say Jake Ferguson because this guy, he has it, man. I'm telling you, he has it. He has that swag on the field. He has it in the huddle. I mean, when you have these type of guys in the huddle, you know how it is, Mike. You know, playing this game. So when you have these type of guys around you, it rubs off on you. Then you go out there and you want to emulate that swag as well. So I think he's gonna blow away Dalton Schultz, bro. And I mean, I think he's gonna have a heavy connection with Dak Prescott. Those two guys, I think, are gonna just take over the league. It's gonna be like Mahomes and Kelsey. I'm gonna call it right now. I don't give a shit what people say. I'm gonna call it right now. Dak and Ferguson are gonna tear the league up, bro. They're gonna bend it over and do it good.
Yeah.
Let's go, bro. I'm getting pumped about this. I'm getting real pumped about it, bro, as you can tell. We got
You're right, yeah.
we got a lot here in the chat box. We got a lot of conversation. I love it. It is a good thing here to keep in mind that this will be Sunday Night Football. So, Mike, before we cut out, we got to give our predictions on that game. All right. So, and everybody in the chat box, right? Give me your predictions. What kind of okay? First of all, are we winning this game, Mike? I'd say yes, right? You and I are probably on the same. Yes. Now, will it be a close game, or are we going to beat the crap out of these guys?
Depends on how the offense shows up. If the offense shows up, it's not going to be close at all.
I agree, bro. I agree. Everybody in the chat box, let us know what you guys think. We got a 38-13 score here. That's a nice whooping, right? So that's what I want to see. And that's what we're saying, right? If this defense dominates 10-13 points, like I said, and let the offense just pour it on, bro. Make the statement. Make a statement right out the gate and be like, hey, man, we're here. We're improved, and we're coming after it, right? This NFC is for the taking, bro. You don't have Aaron Rodgers here anymore. You know what I mean? You got Jimmy Garoppolo got shipped out to Raiders land. Quarterback purgatory with McDaniels and that goofy dude over there. So, I mean, it could line up for a rematch with the 49ers. I think they're going to be in it this year. The Eagles, who knows what the hell they're going to do, but I don't give a shit about the Eagles. And, Detroit will be better. But this is a prime year. This is our year for the taking, Mike. Like, we have to hit on it. We have to hit on this year.
No, you have to hit on it, right? And this is where you need Dak Prescott to show up. I'm a big Dak skeptic, all right? But if Joe Flacco can win a Super Bowl because of the defense that carried him, I'm all for it. If Kaepernick can go to a Super Bowl because of that defense, I'm all for it, right? I mean, you look at the Saints defense with Drew Brees picking off Peyton Manning to go get their Super Bowl. The defense is very capable of doing it. But if this defense is able to hold teams to 20 points or under, I just need Dak to get 21. That's all we need. That's all we need from Dak Prescott. And
That's all we need. Yeah.
because we know our defense is going to step up, Joe. Having said all that, my score prediction, Joe, Dak Prescott averaging 31 points a game. I'm going to say 31, Joe, and I'm going to say our defense holds the Giants to 13. 31-13. That's my score.
That's good, bro. That's a good score. I'm going Cowboys 26, Giants 13. We get the win. You know what I mean? I think they're going to just lock it up, close them out, and send them on their way, bro. We're gonna go to Dallas with a good win in the division, 1-0. So anything less, unacceptable. But it really does. It really is going to depend on the offensive line, how it holds up. Like you said, you made a really good point early in the show about Tyron trusting the guy next to him, if it's Awesome Richards or Chuma, whomever, right? Great point there, Mike. Also, low key, Turpin has to feel the ball better than he did last year.
Yes.
We can't start from the 10, the 13, and bullshit way the fuck over here. And he's got to hold the damn ball, bro. None of this bobbling shit and crap where you're just like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, yeah.
So
I think Simon said something about, I hope he got his glasses. We just need Turpin to see the hole, dude. We can't have Turpin running into kickers. We can't have him running into tackles. We need Turpin to get that breakaway speed and launch it.
That's what I'm saying, man. If he can do that, we're in good hands. Can't do the mistakes, and McCarthy, he's big on that. So, yeah, got to lock down the fundamentals. Yeah, absolutely, man. But that's it for tonight's show, man. Great seeing you guys back. It is football season. For the rest of the way, we'll be here with you guys every Tuesday night for the rest of the remaining year. And, covering the Cowboys like we do. And, Mike, let everybody know where they can find you if they haven't already, bro.
Yeah, _ Cowboys Corner on the Elon Musk page, all right? Same thing on Threads. And Cowboys Corner right here on YouTube, guys. We're almost at 4,200. Let's get there.
Let's get there, bro. Let's get there. Guys, shout out to you guys, man.
Yeah, shout out to everybody in here.
Shout out to everybody in the chat box, man. Everybody that watches on the replay, but especially everybody that showed up here live for us. This is why we do this show, man. We give it to you real, man. We don't blow fluff up anybody's ass. There's channels out there like that, but for me and Mike, the standard is high. We keep it real, and we just want a Super Bowl, bro. And losing is not acceptable. Losing early, you can't do it, right. And you can't be fine with losing early, bro.
Right. There's a difference between fandom and media. The Frisco Report, it's fandom. We're not media. Our opinions won't be biased. We are not media. This is fan talk right here.
There you go, bro. All right, guys. We'll see you for the post game. We'll talk about how the game goes and everything like that on Tuesday. Man, let's get it, bro. Let's get it, man. Let's show up. Let's win the game. Peace out, everybody.